Hey guys, in today's video we were going to be doing some follow-up tests with the laptop as per popular demand. So I will be changing the graphics settings to get the peak performance out of it, and we'll see how high the FPS can actually go. So I just switched the graphics card to the ultimate setting, so we should be cranking out some more power out of this. I'm also going to change my settings to low for my levels and medium to see what actually happens. I also forgot to mention my other video. This does have built-in Face ID, no Touch ID, but that's okay because the Face ID works amazing. Alright, as you can see, we are in Ultimate mode and we are in Turbo mode. So this thing will have the maximum amount of power. I do not recommend doing this unless you are connected to your power source, but we will be doing this for test purposes only. Screen is at 165 Hertz, and I'm going to boot my variables and change around the settings to see how high we can get the FPS to actually go. So I changed the settings to performance resolution mode, and graphics are all at low. So let's see how it performs now. The fans are definitely running. It is still getting 160-ish in the lobby, 165 there. So I'm going to go into a quick match and see what we can get. Okay, so this thing sounds going to explode. It's going crazy. We're staying at around 130, 120 with the low graphics setting, and with the optimal mode, it is quite loud though, only thing. It seems like you can crank 10 to 20 more out of it by doing it this way, but it's still dropping down to around 100. So even with a bunch of players and a bunch of abilities down, it's still holding at 100, 118. I did hit 130 earlier when there's no enemies around, but it does seem like it gives a decent performance boost with everything. Even ult going off is still at 110, so this is definitely better quality. Change the settings did do a little bit, and now it seems like there's less variation in it too. It's holding pretty constantly. And yeah, when you're waiting, it's like 120, 130. When you're spectating, still looks high. So yeah, pretty big performance boost from the typical. Be it last time 80, 90. So yeah, this thing's max I'd say is 130 for getting up enough rivals, and this is all low graphics too. So before the game ended, I actually got a little burst of 160 for a second, like in the actual game itself. And right now it's getting a little bit laggy because I've been playing for a little bit, and it's not in between rounds, but it's been holding up really well. Again, you just saw 130 there. It's holding 130. So it looks like we're using only 43% of the GPU, but 100% of our CPU. So the CPU might be limiting our GPU here. Our fans are at max speed, and our temperature's at 88 degrees Celsius. That's really hot. But it is holding up pretty well. Still at 110, 120-ish. Dips down, rises up again, but give or take 100 to 130 FPS. When you're holding a point, there's no one else around you, you really get to see the FPS starting to go up. It's sitting at around 120 right now, but overall, it's holding up really well, especially for the temperature it's at and everything, and the load the system's under. It's not too hot. My fingers on it, but yeah, it's holding up surprisingly well. So as the laptop's cooling down from that test, I noticed one thing. After the round was over and the MVP screen came up, it was struggling bad. I don't know if it's because it was overheating, or if it because it was just focused on handling the game and not like the actual stuff that comes afterwards, but it was a little bit choppy. It held up really well for what it is, and this is the only 165 Hertz version. And it was pushing out 160 in the lobby at 120, 130. So the upgraded models are probably even better. And this is not even the OLED model, it's just LED one. But yeah, this thing held up pretty well. Great performance out of it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one.